Hello students and grown-ups. I hope you liked looking through the slides about landscape today. And did you realize that there were so many parts to a landscape? I think that's kind of neat, and I think it's a great way to show something that is very far away in the distance, and that is called the element of space. And right now I am going to show you how to draw a picture of a landscape using a horizon line, background, middle ground, and foreground, and creating the idea of space and making something that looks awesome. For today's activity, you will need only simple materials, something to color with, preferably a pencil to draw with so you can erase, and any kind of paper. It can be any kind of plain paper, notebook paper, even a paper that has something on the back, as long as there's a clear side to draw on, any kind of paper. And then if you're like me and you like to outline everything in black marker, optionally a black marker would be fine too. Once you have your pencil ready and your paper, you have to make your first decision. Do you want to make your art going the tall way, the vertical way, or the horizontal way, the shorter way? It's up to you which way you think will look better for your landscape drawing. And once you have your paper set up the way you want it, we're going to be making 3 lines across the paper, and they don't necessarily have to be perfectly straight lines. They could be different, but I would start your first one kind of in the top half, and then your next one here, and then your next one there. So however that works out for you. So I'm going to do my first one, and this first line is also going to be your horizon line, and then I need a ground line here and a ground line there, and I did make them straight. They're wavy a little bit. This zigzag line I made is going to be my horizon line. That very first line is your horizon line, and that means everything above it is sky and everything below it is ground. So what I want to do in this part is to just fill in everything that I want sky. Now once my sky is done, I want to finish the background, and we're going to say that from the horizon line to that line that you drew, that is all background. So you can fill in some details for this part, but everything should be drawn to look very far away, and you do that by making things small and close to the horizon line, and it shouldn't have too much detail. So I'm going to go ahead and fill in any other background details that I might have in this part of my picture. I added in some snowy mountain peaks and some kind of jagged lines for rocks. I even included a little mountain stream coming down, and a few very small evergreen trees. And now I want to work on the middle ground, and this is going to be this actual middle part of our paper, and the middle ground things are going to be drawn in the middle of the paper, bigger than anything in the background, but not too big, because the very big things will be in the foreground. So I'm going to add in some more details here, a little bit bigger, a little more details, and I'm going to fill in my middle ground. Okay, I did my middle ground, and one thing I wanted to show you in the middle ground is that sometimes when you're doing a landscape drawing, you have some overlapping, and I always say to the students, if you have overlapping, you have erasing, because you need to erase the things that are hidden. So that line is hidden, and so is this one. So I gotta make sure I erase those. That's why pencil is good for a project like this to start with, because you will have some erasing. And that overlapped part of the background, but don't they look closer? They look much closer than these faraway trees do. And I decided to extend that little river too, that mountain stream. And now I'm going to work on my foreground, which is going to be all the things that are at the bottom of the picture, and they're going to be very close, so they're going to be bigger, and they are going to have more details than anything else in the picture. Now my foreground is drawn in with lots more details. I made a little fisherman and a frog on a rock and some more trees, and I am going to go back to with my black marker and outline everything. So if that's something that you want to do, you can go ahead and do that too. My drawing's all outlined, and I don't know if you noticed, but I did use an eraser just to kind of go over it and get rid of some of those pencil lines that I didn't really need anymore. And now it's ready to be colored, and I think it looks really fun. And I just want to go over it again, and I want you to go over your own work to, analyze your work. Did you make a horizon line? Can you tell where your background is, your middle ground, and your foreground? Spend some time looking at your work and analyzing it. And that way your artwork will be better every time. And now that I'm done drawing, I can go ahead and color this for fun, and you can color yours for fun too. And if you can, take a picture of your work and email it to me or any of your art teachers, because we always love to see what you make. Bye-bye.